Bullet Points with Shotgun and Nat from the Y100 Morning Show.
Well, come on in here for the real thing. It's National Hug Day today.
Yes, it is. We already got hugs from our friend Sarah, who's on the sales team. She's like, I heard you say it was National Hug Day, so here you go. Shotgun, you're a hugger.
I am.
I am sometimes a hugger. I hug people I like.
All right.
Yeah.
You like to be the hug initiator.
Yeah, it's, I used to be super huggy, super like physical touch probably was my love language at some point. I'm half Colombian, so we do like the cheek kiss. Yeah, upon greeting. When I'm there in Colombia, obviously with my family members or really everybody does that. You meet a stranger, that's just the thing.
Interesting.
So, I used to be more so that way, and then I had kids, and then it's like I have people hanging on me 24 hours of the day.
Gotcha.
It's just, I think I am less touchy now because I'm a little bit touched out.
Yeah.
And some moms listening, I think, will relate.
I can see that. It's funny. I was having a conversation with my wife about personal space the other day, which is... That sounds really funny.
Is she asking you for personal space?
Do we need to go there? Out of mine. No, she was talking about some training that she was getting at work and about personal space and about how for people it's like they need 3 feet in front of them.
That's ideal.
Right. 18 inches on either side and like 6 feet behind you.
Yeah, because if anyone's any closer to you, it starts to feel like they're following you.
Right.
I'm super aware of that. Like when I am walking, I don't want to be a creep.
Yeah.
You were walking behind me the other day.
Yes, exactly. And I was like, there's just this mental dialogue going on. I was like, do I need to announce myself here? Do I just need to just say something, to cough or something just so she knows I'm here? I don't want to scare her,
Well, it's funny because I was walking behind.
But we were literally going to the same place where we were going to have a conversation once we got in here.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think I turned around. I heard your footsteps and I turned around. I was like, oh, it's you. But I was walking behind Sean. Sean is our evenings announcer. And we don't talk much,
Right.
And
don't see each other very much.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in the mornings, he's in the evenings, so we don't cross paths. And I was like, do I need to announce myself? Like kind of the same thing. And I hung back a little bit because I wanted to give him some personal space.
Right.
But there are some facts about hugging on this National Hug Day that I want to tell you about, Shotgun.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, tell me.
Well, what do you think is the average time spent hugging per month?
Per month?
Uh-huh. Like total, non-consecutive.
An hour.
There you go. You got it right.
Oh, really?
The average time spent hugging is 1 hour a month. Most people hug with their right arm when going in for a hug, which makes sense. Most of us are right-handed.
Sure. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So hugging is important for development. Like with babies, they do the skin to skin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's really important.
Love hugging babies.
Yeah. So it's important for babies because they become well-adjusted adults if you do that.
Really? The more you hug them.
So maybe if you find an adult who's not well-adjusted, just go in for a hug. But those are the kind of people you don't want to hug, right?
Right.
Hugging is therapeutic, reduces feelings of loneliness. I think we all know that one. And hugging can help you get into a good headspace.
Mm-hmm.
It brings more awareness, presence, and togetherness into people's lives. So those are some facts for National Hug Day.
All right, I got a couple questions for you.
Okay.
That have popped into my mind here while we're talking about hugging. Okay, question number one. First of all, there is more of a statement. There is the bro hug. The bro hug is where you go in for a handshake and then you kind of pull in and then you just clap on the back with the other hand that. It's that's the bro hug.
I'm not a fan of bros.
She is not a fan of bros.
I'm so not a bro girl. There will be a really hot guy and then he opens his mouth and he's a bro and I'm like, nope. Nope, I'm out of this conversation.
But the other question is so when you're going in for a hug, and I mean, it's not like you really think about it, but it's like when you're going in for a hug, it's like, so where do you go? Do you go down low?
Oh, yeah.
Or, do you go down low? Do you go up high? Do you do one arm up, one arm down? Right?
Ooh, yeah. I think it depends on the situation. Obviously, a romantic hug is more of hands on the shoulders.
Right.
The guy's arm around your waist. But I think if it's a friend I haven't seen in a long time, then it's the kind of the diagonal hug.
I kind of do the one high, one low, because you never know which way you're going, right?
But if it's someone that I see all the time, it's probably just like a side hug, like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's what I would say.
All right.
Yeah. What about you?
The side hug.
Uh-huh.
The hey.
Hey, pat, pat, pat. What about you? What's your go-to?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably the same way. It's like I kind of try to gauge as I see somebody coming at me. It's like, where are they going? I'm like, okay, I got to go the opposite. So, but it's just, it's a weird thing.
Well, and I think there's just hugs for so many different occasions. Like if you're comforting someone, you want to give them like a big bear hug.
True.
Yeah. Where like we just talked about, you want them to feel not lonely, right? And you want them to feel your presence. And so you want to like squeeze them almost. And I think in that case, it's like the diagonal hug again, I guess. And you just like, oh, I love you so much,
What do you do when the hug lasts a little too long?
Well, it becomes awkward. I just kind of start to pull away.
How do you feel if somebody is giving you a hug and then they wrap one leg around? I mean, asking for a friend.
Wait, what?
All right. Let's switch gears.
On.
Yeah, let's switch gears there. So one of the other things we were talking about this morning that was kind of fun is Nat had let us know early in the show that a fascinating lady who actually lived a fascinating life and recently passed away, she was a mathematician who invented the GPS.
Yeah. Dr. Gladys West, born in Virginia, grew up during the Jim Crow era as a Black woman. So not many opportunities were open to her at that time in history, but she defied all the odds. She went on to become a brilliant mathematician, and her work led to the modern day GPS. Like her mathematic work is what made the GPS possible. And I made a bold statement, like, I think the GPS is the best invention ever made. I've been here a month and a half, almost 2 months.
Yep.
I have used my GPS to get to work every single day. Couldn't tell you how to get here without it. My brain doesn't work. I'm very directionally challenged, and I'm so glad I am not alive in a time where I have to navigate using stars, because Natalie would get lost all the time.
You know what's funny? I feel like my brain has rotted a bit since the invention of GPS. If you ask my wife this, she will tell you this, that I am one of those men where if I have been somewhere before, one time, 30 years ago, I'll be like, I think I got to turn up this way and should be right around that corner, I think. And boom, I'll get you right back there again.
That's
but now,
impressive.
Now you just follow the GPS, and I feel like I've lost that part of my innate training.
Yeah. Well, you did grow up in the era of maps and atlases.
I did. So. I can read one.
Well, and I grew up, I didn't have a GPS until I was a full-grown adult.
Right.
So I was using MapQuest, in my early days as a news reporter, to get to places. But I did get lost sometimes.
Sure.
And then I had to go back to the newsroom without the story. I remember this. One time I got completely lost. It was so off the grid though that I don't even know if a GPS would have found it.
Yeah.
But I was using MapQuest and I couldn't find it. I drove around and around and around. I ended up going back to the newsroom once I was able to figure out where I was in order to get back. But I agree with you. Your skills kind of atrophy if you're not using them.
Isn't that crazy?
And mine have for sure atrophied.
Well, and it was funny because we asked people what they thought was the greatest invention of all time. Mine, by the way, was the veggie chopper. I think the veggie chopper is certainly was a game changer in our house. A lot of people hit on the big ones: electricity.
Yes.
Controlled use of fire, the wheel.
They're like, have you ever heard of the wheel? Danielle said the AC because she grew up in Florida and she hates sweating. So she thinks that AC makes uninhabitable places like Florida more habitable.
You know, it's funny. When she brought that up, and I was going to say this to you, have you ever seen the movie? And it's quite old now. It came out when I was in high school, but it was a movie called Mosquito Coast with Harrison Ford.
No. It's
a really good movie, and it's about, he says that ice is civilization, and he goes out into the Amazon, way out there, and he builds this machine that creates ice, and it's about how he creates this utopia there, and then bad things happen. But it was a really good movie. But it's like that whole thing about bringing the ice and bringing, therefore, the air conditioning to these primitive tribes, for lack of a better term, was was like civilization.
Oh,
wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Good movie.
What a good premise.
Best invention. A lot of people had some really good stuff in here.
Once I said leggings, though, you were lost.
Yes. I stopped paying attention after that.
Someone said leggings, stretchy jeans, and Shotgun's mind. Whoop.
I'm like, yep, those and sundresses, and I'm out. I am out.
I have to agree with the leggings. Yep. Super comfortable. And they're not in style anymore, and I do not care. I do not care.
You just do
I'm
it
a
anyway.
millennial mom. I'm wearing those leggings and stretchy jeans.
My favorite, I think, of the morning was Laura, who said that she said the greatest invention of all time was the snooze button.
Yes.
And I loved how you put it when you read it.
She wrote this. She's like, I love it when it looks you in the eye and says the world is a lot and we can deal with it together in 10 minutes. That forbidden sleep, that little extra forbidden sleep. Mwah, love it.
So good.
We got some more over the phone, too.
I have a toddler and a newborn, and there is a machine called the Baby Brezza, and I would say that's the best invention of all time. It is like a Keurig for baby formula. It takes about 15 seconds to make a bottle. It comes out the perfect temperature, and it just has made life so much easier.
Nice.
I have never heard of such a thing, but I'm intrigued.
Someone told me about that when my daughter was born, and I was like, oh, that's too expensive or whatever it was. I made some excuse, but now you're like kind of making me regret it.
Yes, it is the best thing ever. We got it as a baby shower gift, and we've used it now with two babies, so it definitely is worth it.
Wow. All right. Well, thanks for chiming in this morning.
Yep. Have a good day.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.
In my book from years ago, a long time, it's better to have the best thing they invented was an indoor toilet. I'd like to see these people nowadays go and use the outhouse.
Yeah.
Especially when it's this cold outside.
Yeah, so that would be the best invention, okay?
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Shotgun and Nat, who's this?
This is Cindy.
Cindy, what would you say is the best invention?
The radio.
That's right.
Delivering newspapers in the morning would be very, very boring without a radio in the car.
We like you, Cindy. And then we argued about whether the Roomba is one of the best inventions, because somebody said it is. And this surprises no one. I'm a control freak. If there's a spot on my carpet that needs to be vacuumed, or if the whole carpet needs to be vacuumed, I don't want to wait for Rhoda, that's my Roomba's name, to do her little mapping of the house and get there in an hour. I want to do it now.
Totally comfortable. Let it wait.
Really? I can't stand the noise either. If I'm trying to do anything productive, it's so loud. There's just never a good time to run it.
Yeah. We have ours run when we're gone. It runs at like 8 a.m. every morning because both my wife and I are at work at that point.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, that's also my alarm clock on Saturday mornings when all of a sudden it's like, and starts running.
Mm-hmm. There have been times when I leave work early, I try to go home, take a nap, and then Rhoda's doing her thing, and I'm like, ugh, can't stand it.
Catch the show live weekday mornings on 100.3 FM in Northeast Wisconsin. And come here for the recap and even more fun after each show.